I'm 5'9", but I'm alright. You know, look. You can't even see it. It's not even a line.
Hey, who mess is this?
Now, I'm hoping you guys can hear us because the air conditioner in the car is going on. I guess we'll find out when we're editing, or when she's editing. Hopefully this isn't a waste of time.
Welcome
to the J&O Show,
where we talk about
things that we were never told. I'm Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can be notified when we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here, if you have ideas for show topics, be sure to drop them down below in the comment section and write hashtag next show, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want.
Yes.
All right. So today we're doing things a little bit different. A little bit different.
Yup.
Okay. We're hungry.
Yes, we are.
And we decided to stop and get something to eat. Yeah. Got
Yes.
from the firehouse. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Let's see if we can get them to see the deliciousness.
Yes.
That we are about to partake in. Move this here.
Move the pickle.
Move the pickle to the back.
Yes.
Look at that.
We got the same sandwich, so it's the same thing. Except mine is on wheat.
Bruh.
Yes.
Marvel at how large that is. Yeah.
Yeah, so we figured today we was going to do a mukbang, you know.
I got these, so. And my teeth go orange in the middle of this thing.
Bruh.
You know why?
It ain't because I don't brush my teeth. It's because I'm eating some Cheetos. Okay? And I got a sweet tea, and she's probably gonna drink all my sweet tea.
Well, not all, but I will drink some. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today.
All right, so today we're gonna talk about words.
Words?
We're gonna talk about words. All right. So a lot of things that I've been coming across on the side of YouTube that talks about relationships and male-female dynamics and stuff like that. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about words and people getting offended by words, and some people taking advantage of the offense, and some people mean it and some people don't. Words like submission.
That's good.
Words like submission. Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Yo, you see that? You see that? Words like submission. Words like average. Words like high value.
Yeah, high value.
You've been hearing a lot of these words.
You said average? Average.
Yeah, average. So a lot of these words have been out there. A lot of people have been getting offended by the use of these words. And guess what? Some of the people that you're mad at are using them offensively. And they go, you know, well, based on what the word means, you are, or you should be submissive, or you are average, or you're not high value, or you're low value, or this, that, and the third. And then they string it to stuff like better than, and oh, my mask. They string it to stuff like better than, and basically we still in high school. We grown, we left high school, and we still in high school, because people are still going to try their very best to use whatever advantage they can to say I'm better than you. And people are still doing it. It's just that once you leave high school, it's no longer if you're the best looking, you have the best body, or if you're great at sports, or if you're popular. Now it's how much money you make.
Facts.
And for the women, it's the same. It's all based on looks. So it's the truth. It just is. It's based on how much you weigh, how tall you are, all these physical attributes. And one of the things that we wanted to concentrate on this particular episode is the word average. What is so wrong with being average?
Now, I wouldn't say it's anything wrong with being average, but it's the connotation in which people use it. Like, people make it seem like average is a bad thing.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? Like, especially, what do you call it, the manosphere? Like, I've seen a couple of different shows and podcasts where, like, they'll ask the question, it'll be like, I forgot that's the one that we watched not too long ago, the Fit and Fresh people.
Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, whether you like them or not, they're good to watch. because they will open your mind up to a lot of things, but you have to go in there with an open mind. You can't go in there and be ready to just take offense, because they're going to say some things that are probably going to offend you. I'm just be honest with you. But it is a good podcast to watch, and to make you think things through. So I'm gonna give them a plug just on the strength of that, because I agree with some of the stuff, disagree with the other stuff, but it's all worth looking at to me.
This is saltier than usual. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
No, I don't know. I don't even know how much of this I'm tasting right now. I'm hungry.
We're so hungry. But yeah. So the Fresh
and Fit podcast.
The Fresh and Fit podcast that we're watching is these two guys, and they had like 5 or 6 different women there, and they asked all of them the same question. They were like, I might not get this 100% accurate, but they basically were saying, if you had the opportunity to be with a guy who made 6 figures or whatever, you know, lived in a nice house, had a good job or whatever,
and he cheated on you,
and he cheats on you, or would you rather have an average guy who's boring, has a regular job, and something else? And I'm like, pause. Why does average have to be boring, number one? Okay. And number 2, I'm just like, they're making it as though being average is a bad thing. Now, let's be clear, okay? It's only like, what's the percentage?
What?
The percentage of minorities, I should say, or brown brothers who make
over 6 figures?
Excuse me, who make over 6 figures.
Black guys, it's like,
the percentage is not that high.
It's like 6% or something like that.
So most of us are getting average incomes, basically, right. Average paid, middle class.
Right.
And I'm like, and why is that a bad thing? The problem that I have with these podcasts and these people who are painting the picture of average as being boring, I'm like, no, average doesn't have to be boring, because that's the majority of the people. Like, the minority are the ones who actually, you know, have the 6-figure incomes and things that by themselves. Just because you make money doesn't automatically mean that you're fun.
Got it!
Okay? As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's the people who have less that have way more fun, because they got to get real creative a lot of times.
Even more than that, people who make a lot of money, and this is the one thing about a lot of people who say they want to be them, these folk gotta work. They don't have a lot of time. And I'll put it to you like this: if you only see me every other week for 1 day, 2 days a month, but those 2 days a month we're going on a trip someplace crazy, the majority of your time you're probably bored. Because if I'm the one who makes you not boring because I have money and I have access, then the majority of the time that you're with me, you're going to be bored. You're going to not be bored 2 days out of your 30 days a month.
Good point.
You got to take these things into consideration. And then they also push the narrative that all men cheat, all women lie, and no. And maybe it's the people that they're around and that's their experience. I mean, to me, that's anecdotal. That's just you and your experience. Me personally, majority of the people that I've been around, the majority of men that I've been around don't cheat. That's because I'm in a crowd of guys who don't think it's cool to cheat. Like, if we done with you, we done with you, we dump you, no offense, and then we go to the next person and we date them. And if they ain't right, we break up with that person and we go on to the next person. There's no need for us to have to cheat.
Bruh.
Now, understanding access and having access is super tempting. I'm telling you, I done been there. I have been tempted to cheat. I have had women come on to me. I'm sorry, I'm not Urgle. I'm not Urgle. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm. Thanks. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna act like I'm on Denzel. I'm not acting like I'm who's the new guy that's like killing it right now? I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Michael B. Jordan. I'm not acting like I'm the sexiest man alive, and I'm also not super tall either, because you know being 6 feet is a thing. I'm 5'9", but I'm alright. You know, look. You can't even see it. It's not even a line.
Hey, who mess is this?
It looks better on this side. Look how much better it looks over there. Lighting and angles is everything, y'all. Terrible. Like I did this and it was just nothing. It was just nothing there.
It had a hump.
Yeah, but I know a lot of that is lighting and genetics and all of that stuff because I'm into fitness enough to know that. But look, I'm in pretty decent shape, right? And so I do what I can to increase my value physically and things of that nature. And I know value is based on what women deem valuable, and value for women is based on what men deem valuable. Like all of the other stuff doesn't matter. I want to urge people to not be so offended and so upset when people say when you're average or you're middle class, and it doesn't mean that you're boring. I mean, a lot of times you being boring is based on your personality. It is not based on
your bank account.
Your bank account or even your access. Because some of the most exciting times that I've ever had, and I've been around people who have a good amount of money, and I've been around people who ain't got nothing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, they rival. Like the people who ain't got no money, like it's just, are you a fun personality or are you boring?
Right.
Are you an extrovert or are you an introvert? Those things matter. And what do you consider fun? Some people want to sit around and watch manga all day. Some people want to go to sporting events. Some people want to just go shopping and just want to buy clothes. Like that stuff matters. So I want to urge people to, as you're watching stuff, like watch what people say and how people think. I mean, everybody, I think the manosphere coming to a head right now, I think it's a great thing. There are a lot of things that they're bringing to the front that need to be spoken about. And I think that if we listen to them, we can gain a lot of useful lessons, but you have to listen to everything they say with a grain of salt. You have to take it with a grain of salt. You have to have your mind open and filter through certain things. And for me, with all of these words, because I think we might do another show on words, intent to me is everything. And so, you know, a lot of people
say intent is what, 9/10 of the law or something like that.
No, that's not intent.
What is it?
Possession is 9/10 of the law. But intent is everything. So how people are, what they intend, and you can read what they intend. You know, and there are a lot of people who believe that if you're not making money, you're not making money like me, then you boring and you ain't this and you ain't this. Yo, we still in high school. And you gotta realize, yo, you still in high school. You still trying to prove that you better than somebody? Guess what? Whatever the things that you do, even if it makes you a whole crap load of money, and maybe okay. Alright. I'm still eating.
Battery went dead.
Sorry about that. Look, everybody's still trying to find ways to say I'm better than you, and now it's money or looks. Same stuff that was happening before. Sorry, my phone notification just went off. Everybody has value. Okay, now be very specific, because there's one thing that they don't do. They don't necessarily break down what they mean when they're talking about your value, and they're talking about your value in the sexual marketplace. So how valuable you are as a person to the opposite sex, very specifically. But sometimes that bleeds over into societally. Because I make more money, I'm more valuable than you to society. Money does not dictate your value in society. It does, for men, dictate your value in the sexual marketplace. You have to be very careful about that. And since I don't see a lot of people making a distinction, I am. Everyone has value. I would argue that your value as a person is based in how deeply ingrained you are in your purpose. Most of us forfeit our value because we're not seeking purpose. We're just living, or we're just surviving. Maybe we're not living. Excuse me, I'm burping. It's a whole lot. It's digestion, it's burping, it's everything going over here with the grub. I'm sorry. I know I'm going off right now, but I'm trying to get this down, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. This mukbang thing ain't easy. Cause I'm like trying to sound intelligent, but I'm sitting here scarfing down a stinking, I don't think we said the type of sandwiches. We got steak and cheese sandwich. And then I'm sitting up here eating like the pickle slice that they give you. Like it's crazy. So it's not really gonna look like crazy intelligent. No, because Kevin, the honorable minister, Kevin Samuels, he be all suited up. You don't never see him eating. He be suited up. It's great. Yo, like the tailoring on his shoots is impeccable. And he's, you know,
that's because that's part of his image.
Yes, and then you got me sitting over here with a sleeveless shirt with my muscles / non-muscles that look good in certain light and bad in other lights, and I'm over here, I'm looking crazy. But hopefully I'm making sense to you. Your value is determined to your contribution to society. Everyone is valuable if they're in purpose, because then your contribution to society is maximized. If you're not in purpose, which does not mean that you're going to be rich or well off financially. Being in purpose does not indicate that you're going to be well off financially, but it does greatly increase your value to society. And one thing I will say is concerning purpose, your purpose is always going to be tied into you servicing or helping other people. That's something I don't hear a lot of people talking about either when it comes to purpose. Purpose is not a selfish me thing. You're usually going, I would say I've yet to see somebody be on purpose and not be in service.
It's always
and not be in service or not helping people. It always surrounds, and that is what makes you valuable. I would rather take somebody who's in purpose, maybe doing some type of community, something to help our communities, which we need the help, over somebody who's just making a crap load of money. And that is not the only criteria for a high value man in the context in which they are speaking. But don't get caught up in a lot of these words. So I just wanted to put that out there because I've been seeing it and I'm just like, yo, why? Some of them is trying to go for your throats because they think the only people that are valuable are people who make money.
Which is funny when you think about all the significant people in history
Weren't necessarily rich.
Weren't rich, who actually made a big difference. Like even if we're just speaking in, oops.
There's just anything on. That went off and it was potential spam. It wasn't even a person.
You know what? I got this app, okay? This app that's supposed to block spam calls. Why is it still ringing? Okay. It's worthless. Anyway,
I'm about to eat my cheese noodles.
I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the people, some of the biggest names in society that have made huge impact, like a Gandhi, not a Gandhi, but I'm just saying a, and then Gandhi. A Martin Luther King, Malcolm, Rosa. If we just talking, you know, thinking about within our community.
Those are just activists.
Yeah, those are activists. Them people wasn't rich.
Yeah.
Not by a long shot.
Yeah.
And they contributed way more to society and had way more impact than any person I can think of that has a lot of money. So just because you got dough don't make you special for sure.
Wow.
Trying to make something.
She tried it.
I tried it.
Okay.
Anyway.
I know the video. I don't want the video to get long with it. We have a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
So I just want to open people's mind up to the use of words. Y'all be getting my Barack Obama on. Crazy. So I just want to open people's minds up to the use of words. There's nothing wrong with being an average earner. There is something wrong with just being average because you're not in purpose. And that's what I would encourage everybody to be really looking towards and fighting for, even more so than your personality. I know this isn't necessarily what I've never been told concerning relationships, but it does tie in. Because being on purpose helps to make you a whole person, so that when you get together with somebody, you're not trying to get them to make you happy because you're whole, and you're not stressed out because you're not making X amount of money. That's not what life is about. So I just wanted to put that out there. And
also, sorry,
okay,
I didn't mean to cut you off. I was saying, we're trying to take a census. And we're also trying to have a little bit of a competition. Okay, so if you watch our channel and you're single, meaning that you're not married, even if you're dating, still gonna fall under the single category. Okay, or if you're married, or you've been common law married, or what have you, basically comment down below and say team married or team single. Okay, and let us know what side you rocking with, and what are you looking for when you are watching shows like ours. What type of insight are you looking to gain, if any, or you're just watching just for entertainment's sake. All of which is cool, you know. But we just want to know because we want to get to know you. You know, you the family, the fam. So we want to get to know. We want to know who we're talking to. We're talking to team single or team married. All right. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. We'll finish our sandwich like bruh man from the 5th floor. Y'all might be too young to know what that is. Some of y'all. But that's gonna be it. All right. But we'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then, deuces.
Press the off button.